Right now, around 11 million Filipinos are working outside the Philippines. In country after country, employers call Filipino workers the most trusted people on their team. But something bigger is happening now. Governments are writing new laws and new programs built just for Filipino workers. That means your husband, your wife, your son, or your daughter. Their hard work is finally being seen and honored. Somewhere out there, a hospital or a family is deeply grateful for the Filipino they hired. So here's a simple question for you. Which country has treated your family the best? Tell us in the comments below. Now let us start with number 10. Number 10, New Zealand. Number 10 is New Zealand, a country quietly building a real home for Filipino workers. New Zealand has a list called the Green List. The Green List is a government list of jobs that get fast approval for permanent residency. Filipino nurses and care workers are near the very top of that list. That means less waiting and more certainty for Filipino families. New Zealand employers keep saying the same things about Filipino workers. They say Filipinos are gentle, patient, and always on time. The Filipino community in New Zealand has grown by thousands in just the last few years. New Zealand is not simply hiring Filipinos for short contracts. New Zealand is actively inviting Filipino families to stay for good. That is real respect, backed by real government policy. From here, the list only gets stronger. Let us move to number 9. Number 9, Ireland. Number 9 is Ireland, a small country with a very warm welcome for Filipino nurses. Irish hospitals do not wait for applications to arrive. They send recruiters directly to the Philippines every single year. Ireland's National Health Service has openly said Filipino nurses fill some of their most urgent hospital needs. Filipino nurses in Ireland often move into senior ward positions within just a few years. That kind of promotion shows real trust, not just short-term hiring. Did you know Ireland now has direct support programs to help Filipino nurses relocate smoothly, covering travel and housing guidance? For a Filipino family, that means an easier move and a faster settled life. Ireland keeps choosing Filipino workers again and again for its hospitals. That repeated choice is not an accident. It is genuine respect, built hospital by hospital. Let us continue to number 8. Number 8, United Arab Emirates. Number 8 is the United Arab Emirates, home to one of the largest Filipino communities in the entire world. Over 700,000 Filipinos live and work in the today. In recent years, the government passed new labor reforms to protect domestic and skilled workers. These reforms include clearer contracts and stronger wage protections. Filipino workers in Dubai and Abu Dhabi are especially trusted in hotels, hospitals, and skilled trades. Many hotels there openly say their best staff are Filipino. The Philippines and they also have a direct labor agreement, an official deal signed by both governments to protect Filipino workers. That agreement means your family member has legal protection, not just a verbal promise. The has built an entire community around Filipino labor and Filipino trust. That is respect measured in numbers and written into law. Let us move up to number 7. Number 7 is South Korea, a country now actively competing to bring in Filipino workers. South Korea runs a program called the Employment Permit System. This program is South Korea's official way of inviting foreign workers legally and safely. The Philippines is one of South Korea's top partner countries under this program. South Korea has raised its worker quota for Filipinos almost every single year. That means more official legal spots opening just for Filipinos. Korean factory owners often say Filipino workers learn quickly and work with great care. Did you know some regions in South Korea now offer Filipino workers extra job training and free language classes? For a Filipino family, that means a safer job and a real chance to grow. South Korea is not just filling empty positions with Filipinos. South Korea is investing in Filipino workers for the long term. Let us move on to number 6. Number 6 is Saudi Arabia, a country that has employed more Filipinos than almost anywhere else on earth. For decades, Saudi Arabia has been one of the top destinations for Filipino workers. In recent years, Saudi Arabia introduced new minimum wage rules for household workers. These rules came largely from pressure to better protect Filipino domestic workers. Saudi employers often request Filipino workers by name, not just by nationality. Agencies are told specifically, "We want Filipino staff." Did you know Saudi Arabia has also opened new skilled job categories for Filipinos, including roles in healthcare and engineering? For a Filipino family, that means better pay and more respected roles. Saudi Arabia's demand for Filipino workers has never really slowed down. After so many years, that steady and growing demand is its own form of deep respect. Let us climb to number 5. Number 5 is Israel, a country that trusts Filipino caregivers with something very precious: the care of their elderly parents. Israel has a direct government agreement with the Philippines for caregiver placement. This agreement allows Filipino caregivers to enter Israeli homes safely, legally, and with full government backing. Filipino caregivers in Israel are known for treating elderly patients like their own family. Israeli families often say they wait specifically for a Filipino caregiver to become available, even if it takes longer. That is a personal and powerful kind of trust. Did you know many Filipino caregivers in Israel stay with the same family for many years? For a Filipino worker, that means real stability and a real bond, not just a job. Israel is not looking for cheap labor. Israel is asking for Filipino hearts to care for their loved ones. Let us move up to number 4. Number 4 is the United Kingdom, where Filipino nurses have become the backbone of many hospitals. The UK's National Health Service, known as the NHS, actively recruits nurses directly from the Philippines. The NHS is the UK's national public hospital and healthcare system. The UK government follows an ethical hiring code that names the Philippines as a trusted priority partner. That means the UK officially promises fair treatment specifically for Filipino nurses. Thousands of Filipino nurses now work across UK hospitals, and many hold leadership roles. Some UK hospitals even hold welcome ceremonies just for their new Filipino nursing staff. For a Filipino family, that welcome means dignity, not just a paycheck. The UK has built formal policy around respecting Filipino healthcare workers. That respect is written into official government documents. Now let us rise to number 3. Number 3 is Australia, a country now fast-tracking Filipino workers toward permanent life there. Australia has a priority skilled occupation list, a government list that decides which foreign workers get faster visa approval. Filipino caregivers and nurses are near the very top of that list. Australia's aged care sector has openly said it depends heavily on Filipino staff to serve its elderly population. Many Filipino families in Australia now hold permanent residency, with the full right to bring their families over. Did you know Australia even helps some Filipino nurses have their qualifications recognized faster, cutting through the paperwork for them? For a Filipino worker, that means a quicker path to a real, lasting home. Australia is not hiring Filipinos just for today. Australia is planning its entire aged care future around Filipino workers. Let us move on to our final 2. Number 2 is Canada, a country that has made Filipinos feel like family from the very beginning. Canada runs a program called the Home Care Worker Pilot. This program allows caregivers, many of them Filipino, to apply directly for permanent residency. Permanent residency means the right to live in Canada for good, with full family rights. Canada also has one of the largest and oldest Filipino communities in the world. Filipino neighborhoods, churches, and community groups thrive across Canadian cities. Did you know Filipinos are consistently ranked among Canada's most respected immigrant groups in national surveys? For a Filipino family, that means neighbors who genuinely welcome them, not just employers who need them. Canada offers something rare and beautiful, a true sense of belonging. That is why so many Filipino families choose Canada and choose to stay forever. Now, let us reach number 1. Number 1, the country with the deepest and longest respect for Filipino workers is Japan. Japan and the Philippines signed one of Asia's earliest labor agreements, called the Economic Partnership Agreement. This agreement first opened the door for Filipino nurses and caregivers to work legally in Japan. Today, Japan also uses the Specified Skilled Worker Visa for Filipino workers. This visa allows skilled Filipino workers to stay longer and enjoy more rights and protections. Japan's aging population depends deeply on Filipino caregivers, and Japan's government openly recognizes this. Japanese employers often describe Filipino workers as gentle, respectful, and deeply hardworking. Did you know some Japanese care homes now teach basic Tagalog, simply to make Filipino staff feel truly welcomed? For a Filipino family, that effort is a beautiful and rare form of respect. Japan built its trust in Filipinos slowly, carefully, and over many years, one agreement at a time. That lasting government-backed commitment is exactly why Japan stands proudly at number 1. From New Zealand all the way to Japan, one truth stands clear. Filipino workers are not just accepted abroad, they are genuinely respected. Every new law, every government agreement, every welcome ceremony tells the same story. Someone's hard work, maybe your own family's hard work, is being honored somewhere in the world. So tell us again in the comments below, which country has treated your family the best? If this story made you proud, please give it a like. Share it with a family member working abroad. And subscribe because there are many more stories like this still to come.